So there's this new feature on the iPhone where you can thumbs up or heart a text message without actually texting a thumbs up or a heart emoji. It's like, we are so lazy, we figured out a way to shortcut texting. That's where we're at now, people. This is amazing. Well, I'm so happy to be here. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But a little bit of background about me. I was born with severe hearing loss and I wear hearing aids. Now, technology today is so incredible that they're virtually invisible. But these tiny little hearing aids I have in my ears right now, they give me something very special. Obviously, my disability card. Yes, I'm a person with a disability, but without the perks. Because it doesn't get me the handicap spot. And I don't think it's fair. Now, there's a guy in my gym that parks in the handicap spot, and he's perfectly able-bodied. Guy works out with a trainer. So I asked his trainer after, I'm like, what is that guy's disability? And he's parked in the handicap spot. You know what he said? Guy's HIV positive. And I'm like, okay, but I have AIDS. Hearing aids, people, I have hearing aids. So I had a great year last year, and then on the morning of December 7th, I woke up with vision loss in my right eye. It's a true story. And I woke up with this vision loss. My first thought was, well, this is weird. My second thought was, I could be the next Helen Keller here. This is really something. Wow. Always wanted to be a household name. I'm getting there. I am getting there. But I tend to take to downplay things, and my girlfriend, she tends to a worst case scenario in like every situation. Like my creepy neighbor is definitely a serial killer, you know, burying bodies in the backyard. So I told my girlfriend that, about this vision loss, and first words out of her mouth are, "Do you think you're having a stroke?" Stroke. It can't be a stroke. I didn't have any other symptoms, no paralysis, no slurred speech. So I go to the eye doctor, and he can't find anything wrong. So he sends me to the emergency room, where they do a scan of my brain, and told me that I had in fact had a stroke. I'm not making this up. It's my first show since the stroke, so I'm really happy to be here. That's why I'm happy. Thank you. The lengths we will go to for an applause break. Thank you. But no, I'm going to be okay, and my girlfriend, she's really happy. Not because I'm going to be okay, but because she finally got to be right. Finally got to be right. Needless to say, I was shocked, I'm 47 years old. I've been working out 5-6 days a week for 35 years. How could this be? So I figured now I should just quit working out and start smoking cigarettes at this point. I was in the hospital for 5 days. I'm not your typical stand-up comic. I have health insurance. But doctors and nurses, they couldn't believe I was 47. They kept asking me. They wanted to know my advice. How do you stay looking so young, What's your secret? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe avoid a career where you're surrounded by death and disease. Just a thought, First thought to come to my head. But the doctors wanted to know, how could this happen to someone like me? So they did all kinds of tests and scans, and they found out that I have a hole in my heart. Now, 1 in 4 people have this hole in your heart, and if you have this, you have a higher chance of having a stroke. So, and I'm like, really, doc? A hole in my heart, all these tests? When you could have just asked my girlfriend, she could have saved us all the trouble. She's known about this for a long time. But having a stroke, it changes you, I used to be a type A personality. Everything needed to be perfect. Now I'm more of a type A minus personality. Just a little less worried about which way the toilet paper hangs. It should be over the top. Over the top. But the thing about having a stroke, though, is what happens is you forget things sometimes. So that's what I'm at right now. I wanted to just wrap this up by saying that people want to tell me how lucky I am, and I know that I'm lucky, I mean, stroke victim into my comedy act? Are you kidding me? This is gold. But last year, when I was watching the retrospectives about all the famous people who passed away in 2019, and Luke Perry, just 5 years older than me, died of a stroke. So I know I'm lucky. Although Luke Perry was on a hit TV show before he had a stroke, so it just depends how you look at it, you know? All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm Dale Dunkowski. You've been great.